Hello again. Well, here's another one of those comments that I think is really worthy of sharing. I hope at the end you agree, and if you do, please pass it along. And this was in response to one of my postings, which was MVI 1724. Obama instructed administration to circumvent Congress. And my viewer wrote, what is starting to become more clear is that Washington's shameful hell-bent campaign to characterize Americans as troublemakers has just went nuclear. Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid, representing Nevada, considers the Bundy Ranch case solved by finding and labeling innocent American citizens as guilty of domestic terrorism for supporting an American family in distress. To further intimidate, Harry Reid proclaims in the media he has assembled a task force, says he's spoken to Sheriff Gillespie in detail, to Eric Holder in detail, to Director of the FBI in detail, and to Secretary of the Interior, Sarah Jolie, in detail. Here's the problem. Gillespie is an unconstitutional sheriff. Eric Holder must be prosecuted for Fast and Furious, currently in contempt, evading arrest. OKC cover-up. Director of FBI is running the most corrupt agency of the government that's covered up every major crime in the U.S., including JFK assassination, Vietnam Gulf of Tonkin, false flag, TWA 800, Wall Street, theft of trillions, 9/11 evidence, Boston Marathon bombing. So now it makes complete and total sense why Harry Reid wants to speak to the agency who specializes in killing American families, such as in Waco. Of course, Harry Reid wants FBI involved, doesn't he? It's amazing. The only person Harry Reid did not mention was Mr. Bundy himself. Here's what's becoming very obvious and visible to the American people and why. If Harry Reid was not guilty, he would be fearless enough as an elected politician to go and speak to Mr. Bundy himself. But Harry Reid knows that the basis of the court orders does not pass the smell test from an American whose mind control has wore off. Out of fear, he dangerously digs deeper from playbook for the next move that calls for twisting and spinning, psychologically placing blame onto an American who harbors a particular thought. This has gotten far past ridiculous. Thousands of Americans have spoken. Mr. Bundy is a true gentleman and a great ambassador for who we are as Americans. Not a single shot fired. Well, can you disagree with anything that this viewer stated? I can't. Harry Reid is as guilty as sin. He knows it, and all he's trying to do is deflect it off of him. An investigation, if it were conducted by law-abiding authorities, Harry Reid would be arrested, not only for what he's trying to do to the Bundys, but the simple fact he committed the same crime, the exact same crime, as Jesse Jackson Jr. did. So why is Jesse Jackson Jr. in jail? And why does his wife have to serve time once he comes out of jail for having done the exact same thing that Harry Reid did? They used campaign funds for their own purpose, their own personal gain. What's the difference? There isn't any. And if we had a true Department of Justice, they would investigate, as would the FBI, of Harry Reid's involvement and his son Roy's involvement with this Chinese utility company. But what'll happen? Nothing. The same thing that's happened with all of the other phony scandals. The Rosen phony scandal, the NSA phony scandal, the Benghazi phony scandal. The list goes on. And let's not forget the Fast and Furious scandal. Will they ever be held accountable? Maybe not in this world, but I think, without a doubt, in the next world. So what do you think? You think my viewer's right? I do.